Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's continuous discussion on Harinam Cintamani. So today is really an auspicious day. Whenever and wherever the topics of Harikatha, the pastimes and the glories of Krishna and the devotees are spoken, that day is considered very, very auspicious. So today is 17th April 2025, Thursday. We gathered here at 9 o'clock in the morning to continue our
Prabhu, your
daily.
speaker is away, Prabhu.
Huh?
Your speaker is away, I think, Prabhu.
Is it?
Not loud enough.
How about others?
Ah,
Others?
Good.
How about now?
For me, okay, Prabhu.
Now?
Yeah, okay.
Now okay, huh?
Yes,
Vaishnav, okay? Is it clear now?
yeah, Prabhu, yeah.
Clear. Or else I'll bring the things very near to me like this. But of course, this looks quite awkward. All right, now I think should be clear. I've increased this thing. Okay. All right, so we're continuing our discussion and on the do's and don'ts about chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. And today, I think it's most likely it's going to be the second last chapter, and tomorrow will be the last chapter. So anyway, we will see. So before we start our program, let's do our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaparantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagarajadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vidam Cha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauramani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasacharistarini Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavide Vidaitai Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Viknanadaine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namastute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtai Natarine Rupanuga Viruta Pasidanta Dvantaharine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambode Padam Pujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Sarupai Rupanuga Varayate Gauravir Bhava Bhumestum Nidasa Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhauma Sri Jagannathayate Namaha Mancha Kalpatrubhesha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Paditanam Pavinibi Vaishnave Beyo Namo Nama Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratisye Namaha Pancha Tattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Vadaram Bhakta Akyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanuste Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shari Guru Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Hari Om Tat Sat Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Om Shripade Krishna Putare Shumade Jaya Pataka Swami Tinamini Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradaini Gaura Kata Damadaya Nagaragramatarini Hare Krishna. Okay, so let's continue our discussion. Before we start, anything that you like to share? After yesterday's session, did you try to chant? Is there any transformation, anything that exciting things? Anything you like to share?
Vaishnav
Anyone?
Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
The method of chanting with the ears closed is wonderful.
Wonderful, huh? Yes.
Very nice. So attentive. You can hear the names, the Maha Mantra so clear and nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I enjoy doing that.
How did you do it? Did you close your ears like this or you cover it?
I use my headset.
Headset. Oh, okay. Good idea.
Yeah, I used the headset for a while. Then after that, I'm having a bit of business problem and all this stuff. I think the Tigo.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
removed it and then I used my earpiece.
Mm-hmm.
So nice. And then after that, I tried using like covering just one ear and chanting. It was also very clear and nice.
Exactly.
But this
Exactly.
morning, I used the earpiece. I put the earpiece and I was chanting. Very
Yes.
nice. Very, very nice. Very different. The feeling is
Exactly.
so different. Yeah, when we don't cover, it's like the chanting is going into the air. But this, when I cover, the chanting is really going into my ears. I can feel it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
very nice. Thank you, Guru. Thank you so much.
I discovered this method, at one particular moment, it was very noisy environment.
Mm.
At the same time, I got some relations coming and they are talking nonsense and all this. So so annoying. So then I was just telling them, I need to attend a class, so I just put my ear set. So I just said, I just put the thing and put my ear set on. And that's when I start to realize, even though I whisper,
Yeah, yeah.
whisper, I could hear it very clearly.
Very
And
clear. That's right.
wow, that's when I start to think, wow, that's a good idea. Ear set.
Yeah, it is wonderful.
Exactly.
Very nice. Thank you, Guru.
Very
Hare
nice. Very Thank you so much, Mataji. I'm happy that you are practicing that the method that we suggest.
Yeah, yeah.
So, wonderful, wonderful. Anyone
Thanks a
else?
lot for sharing, Guru. That's the most important thing. You're guiding
My
us so
pleasure.
much. My humble gratitude to you. Thank you so much.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I'm just repeating only. That's it. Anyone else like to share? Rusan Mataji, yesterday you said it's a good idea. Did you try?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I tried.
How is it?
Better than I not closing my ear. You can
So how?
exactly.
Did you put a ear set or did you cover your head?
No, I didn't try that. I think because my house don't have other house there, one is enough for closing an ear.
Oh,
But
okay.
concentrations is deep, more deeper. You can hear exactly your voice and vibration inside.
Mm,
Mm,
very good. Yes. That's the word, vibration inside. Yes, correct. So your
Yeah.
vibration doesn't run out just when you
Yes,
move.
yes, you're correct. You're correct. Very best. Mm.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji. Anyone else? Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, did you try?
I tried before, Prabhu.
Okay.
As you say, it's very good.
Hmm.
Once there was at one time, when Prabhu was giving a lecture from Mayapur.
Okay.
What's the person's name? But he came with his wife, came to Ipoh also, Prabhu.
Hari Leela
Yeah,
and
I heard
yeah.
his whole lecture with that on.
Okay.
So I know that using the headgear is very nice.
Mhm.
But if you use a earpiece, sometimes the ear starts aching.
If you are listening to lecture,
Yeah.
if you are listening to the lecture with earpiece or the headset, it's going to be very painful. I used to do that. Like the thing that I showed this one. This is my old stuff. Last time when I used to give class, I used to use this. After that, I start to feel like what they call that vertigo. Is it that you feel the whole head become imbalanced?
Vertigo.
Yeah. So then I stopped it. Then I got this mic set. So I've got my speaker there. So that means that's when I feel okay. But if you're going to put this and listen to the lecture or earpiece, listen to the lecture, listening to something, it's going to be very, very painful.
Yeah, true. Very true.
So what I'm saying is just put it to block the sound from outside.
Yeah.
Put it inside so you can't hear anything outside. Then you just chant. Even a small whisper can create a vibration. Like for instance, if you say if you like you go for a medical checkup, a medical checkup, and of course there's so many people around you, you can't chant loudly, you can't this thing. So in order to be attentive, just put on that, and people will be thinking that you are listening to some song and singing along, but you are just putting it and just whisper Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You can even like what Nanda Devi Mataji was telling, even put a earpiece. All right. And that's when you can also identify whether you are saying the word correctly or not. Huh? Okay, nice. So K7, did you try chanting with ears closed?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
I haven't tried yet, Prabhu. Maybe
Haven't
this week.
tried. This week, why?
Yeah.
Why so long?
Busy.
Why not?
Busy.
Yeah, but you still chant your rounds. When you chant your rounds,
Yeah,
try to.
yeah. I'll chant my rounds, but your method I haven't tried yet.
I mean, if you don't have a big earpiece, no need. You just put a small, that small stuff.
Yes.
Or even if you have a Bluetooth, the Bluetooth stuff that you put into your ears,
Yeah, yeah.
wireless, it also works.
Prabhu, earplug can I, Prabhu? Because last time I got
Earplug.
uh,
That's what I'm saying. Earplug.
earplug. Okay.
That Bluetooth thing, right? Earplug, right? You put inside. That
Yeah.
means without wire, correct or not?
Yeah.
That also can. Even say if you are all going for a walk, hiking, walking, wherever, you just put it on. While you are walking and this thing, you can straight away become very attentive.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
Gandhi Mataji, how about you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I've not tried yesterday, but I will try from now on, Prabhu. I feel it when you tried. You asked us to do it yesterday. Yes, it's like it is going inwards, and it's a very nice feeling. Actually, how Nanda Pramataji said, it's a great technique, and thank you so much for sharing it with us. I will try from now on. I will do it. Thank
What do you do? Just try once, see whether it works for you or not. I mean, not necessary to take all my suggestion, but what I'm saying, just try once. If it works, use it. If it doesn't work, then just no problem.
Sure, Prabhu. Always welcome. All your suggestions are very great. Appreciate
Thank you.
your. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Welcome, Mataji. Jnanam Mataji? Jnanam Mataji or Prabhu? Jnanam. Are you there? All right. Sadguna Mataji, have you tried chanting with your ears closed?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu, I tried.
How's it?
Really, I can hear the word clearly. Very
Hmm.
good idea. Fantastic idea, Prabhu.
How do you feel? You feel how's that compared to
Ah,
with
at least you can feel that vibration within.
exactly?
Within.
All right.
That's what I feel nice. Nice to see that. Very silent and full of vibration.
And you know what? For everyone's information, when you're going to do like this, if once you steal the vibration, once you start to feel good about it, you can even go up to 20 rounds, 24 rounds, 32 rounds, even 64 rounds enthusiastically and without even you realizing, until you don't feel like putting down the beats. That means a kind of addiction will start to increase. So now you have to put down the beats because you have to go and do something else. So you put down the beats very reluctantly. Oh my God, I have to go and do something, That's first thing. Then secondly, you also will start to plan. Why not? I wake up early in the morning and start to do this, try this again, So maybe first you start maybe at 5 o'clock in the morning and start chanting. Then after that, you feel so good. Then you start to wake up at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then you end up like Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu. Wake up at midnight, 12 o'clock and start chanting until 6 o'clock in the morning. All these are possible.
Oh, that's great, Prabhu. Real motivates me. I'd love to do that. Maybe slowly, gradually. Thanks, Prabhu.
You do it when you are very excited about it.
Yeah,
If not, it's going to be burden. Wake up in the morning. What is this? Don't feel burden because the holy name is supposed to be very sweet. It's supposed to be like pleasing you, pleasing your heart so much, so it has to come gradually. So first try this, cover your ears and start chanting. You start to feel good. You increase your chanting. You start to feel very good. You start to wake up even more earlier, try to go to bed early and just think in your heart, I have to wake up early because I want to relish this mantra. Sometimes I know devotees who used to curse sleeping. why Krishna created sleeping. How nice if I have insomnia. Now is the time people start to love to have insomnia. I wish I don't sleep so I can go on chanting. But the thing is, if you chant, you fall asleep. In fact, I used to tell people who are having insomnia, say, don't take sleeping tablet, just chant Hare Krishna, you fall asleep. How is that possible? Try and see. And it happened. A person with insomnia now stop taking drugs and he just chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Because you know what? It's pleasing your heart so much. It relaxes all your muscle, relaxes your mind and everything. And eventually you can go into deep sleep. You know? All right. So nice. Thank you. Sheila Mataji, how about you?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, yeah, it's so nice, Prabhu. Feel the vibration, Prabhu.
So how many rounds you chant with that? Like that?
I just chant 2 rounds, Prabhu.
2 rounds, huh? Okay. Compared to before and after, the 2 rounds give you so much of pleasure now?
Yes, give so much of pleasure, Prabhu.
Immediately you can feel the vibration. Even the first mantra itself, you can feel the vibration.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
But if you really look at it, Sheila Mataji, before this,
Uh-huh.
maybe you have done 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. That's when you start to get little taste. Yes or not?
Yes. Can feel the taste.
After few rounds. Yes or not?
Yes.
But now when you close your ears, in the first round, you start to have taste already. You don't need to wait for at least 3 rounds. That means first you chant, your mind will be agitated. Then you have to relax your mind, maybe 1 round over. Then again, the second round, your mind will become, that means your ears, that's when start listening to what you're saying. On the third round, the ears start paying attention to what you're saying. And the fourth round, that's when the ears accept it and your tongue becomes softened. That's when you start to feel a little feeling. Then fifth round, sixth round, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16. By the time we achieve 16 rounds, that's when we start to have the taste, but we stop because we target 16 rounds. You know, but after chant, you start to have fantastic feeling. But when you close your ears, even in the first round itself, you say, wow, a fantastic, good feeling. All right.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
My pleasure, Mataji. You know, all of this is a great inspiration for me also. You know, I'm so inspired with all your enthusiasm and a positive feedback. Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So now we continue our session. So we have already done with this chapter 12. So in the chapter 12, it's mentioned how we should be attentive. And one of the method of being attentive is by closing your ears, as what is what do you call? Haridas Thakur suggesting, lock yourself in a room, you know, and lock it and stay there and chant. Or if you can't do that, at least cover your ears, cover your eyes, ears, and your this thing, what they call nose. All right, just take one thing and just cover it and try to chant. So I'm happy that all of you are giving me a very positive feedback about this. Okay, now let's look at chapter 13 today. Attachment to I and mind. Okay, being attached to I and mind. I and mind basically false identification. Or in other words, we call it as false ego. False identification that it's mine, I am this, and that is mine. Right? So this being attached to that. It's also called another offense or aparat. Gadai Gauranga Jaya Janava Jivana, Sita Dvaita Jaya Jaya Gaura Bhakta Gana. And before that also we learned something yesterday that says that inattentiveness is the one that breeds all inattentiveness. If a person is inattentive, he is very capable of performing all the other 9 aparat or offenses. Okay. Anyway, so now overcome with prema. Haridas recited the last offense in chanting the holy name. He said, "Listen, my lord. This offense is the lowest of all. I mean, it is the lowest of all. With this offense, still one cannot get prema." All right. So that means it's still a low offense, but still with this offense, one cannot get prema. It is the attitude which exactly opposite to surrender to the Lord. That means what? Exactly, it is the attitude which is exactly opposite. Exactly opposite to the surrender. So it's exactly opposite to the surrender of the Lord. Having expiated the first 9 offenses, expiated means after having explained the first 9 offenses, the devotee should culture full surrender to the name. So that means we have to create, we have to prepare, we have to culture to the full surrender to the name. According to the scripture, there are 6 types of surrender which are impossible to explain in detail. Okay, there's a 6 types of surrender which are impossible to explain in detail. So in brief, it as follows. Accepting the first surrender process is this. Okay, it's suggested is number 1, accepting everything favorable to the service of the Lord. Anything that is favorable to the Lord for the service, we simply accept it. Then number 2, rejecting everything unfavorable to the service of the Lord. So what are the things that really unfavorable to the service of the Lord? You know, like our attitude, our character, our offensive mentality, and all these kind of things which is not favorable, we simply reject them. And also non-devotee association and everything. Number 3 is having faith in Krishna as one protector. So we must have a strong faith that Krishna is our protector. Okay, there's a saying, you know, I still can't get that Sanskrit verse, you know, despite listening to many times. If Krishna wants to kill you, no one can protect you. If Krishna wants to protect you, no one can kill you, right? So we are not afraid of that actually, because when the killing happens, it doesn't matter how the person kill, right? But the thing that we are so afraid is Atmaja. That means killing of the soul. Killing of the soul means, of course, soul cannot be killed, right? Atmaha, sorry, not Atmaja, Atmaha. So Atmaha means is a killing, that means it's a spiritual suicide. Spiritual suicide. That means rejecting Krishna, rejecting the mantra, rejecting everything and living whimsically. After knowing this, all right? After a person leave, then he voluntarily want to die is called suicide. At the same time, after a person found this knowledge, which is very rare, then after that he decide to give it up. It is called Atmaja. It's a suicidal. It's a killer of the soul. Okay, so we must have a strong faith that Krishna will protect us no matter what situation, and we can live a carefree life. Carefree life means like what? Like how the child carefree playing, carefreely moving around, playing and running around and all this, because the child has full faith that the father will protect the child or the mother will protect the child. So the child will be carefree. Similarly, we also live a carefree life. But if you look at in another aspect, when you live a carefree life, people will say that you are irresponsible. You know, being a carefree life is you are very irresponsible. All right. But that irresponsibility and responsibility is according to the material term. Because in this material world, if you're not working hard, making money and creating wealth, you know, providing the best tuitions, best universities, and a best lifestyle for your children and everything, you are considered irresponsible, right? But that we are not in this material term of responsible or irresponsible. The responsibility that we have after learning all these things is we have to make sure that this is going to be our last attempt, you know. And not only that, also we have a responsibility of cultivating this knowledge among our family members, training our children, our wife, husband, all these people, we train them. If they are not listening to you, it's okay. Just simply surrender to Krishna, pray to Prabhupada. How to make your family a devotee? Just offer a flower to Srila Prabhupada, especially the best if you can offer rose, because Prabhupada's favorite flower is rose. But if you can't get any of these, just at least offer any kind of flower, put at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and beg Prabhupada, my dear Prabhupada, if you please kindly make my husband, make my wife, make my children a devotee. And you know what? It works. You know, my mother is formerly a DMK. You know, I know that Indians will know what is DMK. It's a South Indian political ideology that is very atheistic. That's against all kind of culture, you know, DMK. And she was really a hardcore, and because my mother is also a Tamil author, all those who go deep into Tamil language, majority of them, I'm not saying all, but shouldn't say majority, at least half of them, they have the atheistic point of view, because they feel Tamil language is a religion. these kind of ideas they have, right? So what happened? She was in DMK. I mean, she was have a DMK ideology. She only prayed to Lord Muruga. Then other than that, she doesn't want to follow certain orthodox rules, because my grandfather is a very orthodox person. And my wife, she's not a devotee, but she doesn't stop me from practicing, and she doesn't stop my children from being a vegetarian and practicing Krishna conscious, but she's like not like touch and go type of devotee, right? A very neophyte. So I was thinking how to make them, how to cultivate them and everything. So, and in my Bhakti Sastri class, one of my lecturer told, if you really want to make the difference, I think, was it he or I think Pran Govinda Prabhu, if I'm not mistaken, my mentor from Alachua. I think it was Pran Govinda Prabhu, yes. He said, put a flower to Prabhupada and pray to him. And I did exactly the same. And suddenly miracles start happening, And today my mother, my wife, and my eldest girl all are initiated. All have accepted initiation, and they are practicing bhakti very seriously and chanting their rounds and everything. How? It is not by my effort, but that is by the effort of Prabhupada, and Krishna will fulfill it. So we must have a strong faith in Krishna. If you think your family members are not practicing bhakti and all these things, do not worry. Just pray to them, because you don't have the power to change them. But Krishna or Srila Prabhupada can change them. Okay? So that is responsibility. Not accumulating wealth, not creating asset, not creating empire, business empire to give to your children, because it doesn't work. Because that's what happened in my life. My grandfather built an empire. My uncle expanded it, and I screwed it up. I lost everything. So it doesn't matter whatever asset, whatever things that you work on, you work in everything. After all, your son or your grandson will screw it up. So it's not a big deal at all, right? So we have a faith in Krishna, that we simply live a carefree life. That means carefree means we have no fear for death. We have no fear for any kind of consequences. Because as we have understood in Bhakti Aloka, that as a devotee, we have no past, we have no future. Because devotional service is eternal. Because time factor, Kala, doesn't exist in spiritual world. It doesn't exist in Goloka Vrindavan. There's no time there. The sun doesn't rise and the sun doesn't set, and the thing you eat, then after that you go hungry. All that doesn't happen, because there's no time. It's a vacuum. It's a eternity. There's no time factor. Okay? There's no time factor there. So likewise, in our devotional service, if you really delve really deep into it, we also realize there is no time factor in devotional service. Whatever things happen in the past, there's nothing to regret about. Because we understand that we are conditioned soul, and we fall into this world with conditioned environment. In this conditioned environment, people, to err is human. To err, E-R-R, right? To err is human. That means to make mistake, it's a nature and tendency of a human being. In this kind of faulty situation, we are trying to be perfect. So that means we are made from fault, and we are trying to be perfect. So you cannot be 100% perfect unless you get a grace of Krishna, grace of Prabhupada. Still, there will be some mistake. It's okay, right? So we have no worries about the past, and we have no aspiration about the future, because we know future Krishna will take care. All right. So in future, we have no worries whether Krishna is going to take us to heaven, whether he's going to send us to Satyaloka, or whether he's going to send to Vaikunta. It doesn't matter at all. All right, because we simply live a carefree life. It doesn't matter for the child whether the father is going to give me an aircon room, or he's going to give me a normal room, or small room, or big room with fan, whatever. It doesn't care. It just simply follow carefreely with father. And even having that kind of attitude, it's going to create a tremendous peace of mind. Number one killer in the world now is depression. Depression is the cause of all disease. Because of depression, stress, people are going to heart attack. People are getting cancer. People are getting all varieties of disease. Just the core is depression. Right? That's when all the cells in the body will become haywire and goes agitated, and it's kind of what they call. I remember reading it. Adrenaline. Adrenaline. When you get excited, the adrenaline will be fused into your system. The adrenaline is actually very good for your body. That's when laughter is the best medicine. If you laugh, the adrenaline will pump, you feel good. But if you are depressed, the adrenaline will still flow. Okay, so in a layman term, what I think, layman term, it is just like a car engine, carburetor and fuel injector. The fuel injector, they inject spray the fuel, so it creates more fuel efficient. But olden cars is like carburetor. The petrol will be there and will be going in, so that you can see a lot of leaks and outside and everything, leaking. All right. So similarly, when you're stressed, when you're under depression, stress, and all this, it's like a carburetor engine. So adrenaline will be leaking into your system. And overdose of adrenaline still is very bad. It's a cause of all kind of disease. What do you think, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu, they call it fight and flight. Is the enzyme for fighting or fleeing away. Fight and flight.
Fly, fleeing. Okay, understand. Yes. So that's the thing. So it's like when the same adrenaline start to leak into your system, it's going to create block, it's going to create all kind of disease will come. But if you're going to laugh out, you're going to have fun, you're going to this thing, it's like a spray, spray. So when like a fuel spray, it's going to this thing. That's why at least once a week, Sunday, come and get your adrenaline. Come and get your adrenaline by singing, dancing, and chanting in front of the Lord. So that's why our system never fails. Even in fact, we dance in the morning, we dance in the afternoon, we dance in the evening. Whenever we stay in front of Krishna, we cannot stand like a log. We some or other move. We chant Hare Krishna, we feel good. The adrenaline again. All right. So like that. So that is the cause of all disease, depression. So to get rid of that depression is a big business now. All the psychologists, psychiatrists, last time I've never seen them having their own private clinic, right? Because people are so afraid to go and see them. But nowadays, you see psychiatrists and psychologists, they start to set up their clinic. And especially psychologists, per hour, they charge you 300 just to listen to your sad story. And after that, he gives you suggestion. He gives you some kind of a suggestion, or maybe some kind of treatment. What is it? There's a treatment, what they call hallucination, what they call? The thing they put ting, 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 people go into
tranquilizer, Prabhu.
No, not tranquilizer. The
hypnosis.
thing
Hypnosis.
Hallucination.
Hypnotic. Because in Ipoh, in Kalimala temple, Ipoh temple opposite, there is Medan Istana. There's one place they are doing that hypnotic treatment. Hypnotic. They just go there, they ting, 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 and you go into a deep sleep, and they're going to, they're going to do some engineering, hypnotic engineering. Very funny. Anyway, so hypnosis, and 1 hour 300. Then after that, they send you to see a psychiatrist. Psychiatrists, maybe they charge you. Thank God, psychiatrists, they have a standard charges. The specialist charges is 100 or 150 per day, per treatment. So they charge you an amount there, but their drugs is very expensive. It's a big business, huge business. Because my wife is she's a psychiatric pharmaco specialist. So she's telling from hospital, the amount of drugs, they cannot have generic drugs. It's a big business. But imagine if you just start to have a faith in Krishna as your protector, the depression is gone. Because you're living a carefree life. There's nothing to be worried about. Anything may come. Krishna is there for me. Knowing that Krishna is the only preserver and maintainer. He's the only one who preserves and maintains you. All right? Thinking oneself as low and worthless. It is not being an what they call a dull-headed person to think yourself low and worthless. Because if you like sometimes say, how can I undermine myself? In the law of motivation, we have to do this kind of affirmation. I am great. I'm fantastic. I can do it. I am superb. I'm awesome. That's the. But now here it says the opposite. Thinking yourself as low and worthless. I mean, what does that mean? If you think yourself as low and worthless, it's not something to make you depressed. In Krishna conscious, when you think like this, you don't go into depression. But you can come to the level of highest level of tolerance. When people come and say, hey, you are a fool. Yes, I'm a fool. You could tolerate it and you don't take it to your heart. When people come and say you're worthless, yes, I'm worthless. Example, Jada Bharat. Jada Bharat. The King Bharat, at first king, then after that he started attached to the deer. Next birth he born as a deer. Then he regretted being attached to the deer. And the following birth, he born into a family of a great Brahmana. Then after he born into the family, he could remember his past life. He immediately went to the level of thinking himself as low and worthless. Even his body is so mighty and is very strong, but he just act like a fool. People call whatever, but he's very alert. But he just think himself as low and worthless. That is why he could tolerate all the things until he was asked to go and being slaughtered to Mother Kali. Bhadra Kali. She is supposed to get slaughtered. But the onslaught, what happened? He just even put the hates there because he's there to think, I am low and worthless. So if my body is going to be offered to Mother Kali, why not? He just put there. And they're about to cut, the Mother Kali will come out from the deity form and kill all the rooks. And that's when he get a direct darshan of Mother Kali and became a huge, great devotee. And that's why the India is called Bharat after his name. Okay, they call Bharat the Bhumi. Bharat is named after him. All right. So like that. So thinking oneself. So thinking oneself low and worthless is not thinking yourself as being low integrity or try to undermine yourself. Or it's not that you become a spiritual person, you become a dumbbell. In other words, dumbbell. We are not, that's not that idea. The thinking oneself low and worthless means you will not have any sort of ego. So this is another kind of surrender. All right. So like I'm the soldier who have all that decorated soldier, and I tell my wife, I'm going to the war. Right? Do not no. The wife says, are you sure? Don't stop me. I'm going there to fight for the country. This motherland is my life, my soul, and I want my body to be buried. So I go back into the womb of my mother. This motherland. Oh, go. When I come back, the only thing I'll be very proud if I come back in a coffin, draped in a national flag. That shows that I sacrificed my life for my mother. All right. Such a great warrior, such a war cry, and he go to war. And after that, fight, suddenly all the fellas die, and he's one alone. A few fellas, he knows he cannot fight like that. He raises his hand, he said, surrender. So when he surrender, the opposite soldier will come. Surrender, yes, surrender. Right, come. He will just pull out his insignia, his decoration. He pull out all these. He take his cap off. He ask him to strip him, open his uniform, throw everything away, stand in your underwear. Right? Then, after that, what happened? Okay, now take him to the POW, prisoner of war. Then after that, he gives all protection. So that is a forced surrender. So if you want to surrender, you cannot tell them, I want to die for my country. You better shoot me now so I can go back in coffin and everybody remember me. Maybe they put my name, Jalan Padita Tarana. They can name a road after my name. Do that. They won't do that. Surrender. What happened to all the war cry? So similarly, we are surrendering oneself to Krishna. Krishna, I'm yours. I don't care about anything. You got it? Now, the 6 types of surrender is being self-surrendered. So self-surrendered means your surrender process has to be spontaneous and it has to be done by your own self. It is not like forceful surrender in front of on the gun point. All right. So these are the 6 types of surrender, which is very hard to explain. But of course, in summary, Haridas Thakur is giving. If one does not culture this attitude, while chanting, while chanting, if it doesn't have this kind of attitude of surrender, one will simply accumulate material in life, right? So that means you still only gain material benefit. Those things which are always help increase, devotion should be accepted as one's life and relish, right? Always help, those things which help you, all right, to increase your devotion should be accepted as one's life with relish, with happiness. Those things which impede, which is going to block you in devotion, should be rejected in disgust. So you have to reject it as, oh, so disgusting, right? Yes, Rusan Mataji.
Yeah, the fifth one. It's from now on, I never see any of them can obey the fifth one. Yeah. If the family, father, mother, or husband and wife, can obey the fifth one, no quarrel at all.
It is actually not possible. All right. That's why in Shiksha Amrita it says, But what happened? Keep it in your mind, think about it, and you go on chanting Hare Krishna. Eventually, you can come to that agreement. You know, eventually you can come to that, because this is something which is very important. Because the only time that I cannot think myself low and worthless, if I have that big fat ego. I'm an Indian. I am a businessman. I am this. I'm a Hare Krishna devotee. I am doing online classes. Wow, I got a lot of wow, blah, 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 all that ego, right? But when I simply think about, I'm just executing the order of my spiritual master. I'm not speaking. My tongue is speaking, and my spiritual master is speaking through my tongue. So something like that. Example. I'm giving an example only, right? Of course, that's a truth, because anyway, I don't go into that detail. So so when we can come to that level, that means you become very sober. In that sober mindset, you can chant without feeling agitation. All right. But how it's going to work? Just go on chanting. Try. Close your ears and start to chant. Eventually, it will come. All right. Okay, Mataji. And of course, that's what he said. There's no religious practice out there. They tell you to do this. Be very humble, until to the level you look like a fool. Think of yourself as low and worthless. There's no religious practice in this entire world will talk about this. But we are speaking about this because we are in the mode of servitor. Servitor. Sometimes, say like if you, say a maid. Do you have a maid, Mataji? Rusan Mataji? Do you have a maid at home?
No.
Okay. Did you had a maid before?
Yeah, last time.
Last time, okay. Now, say your maid do something good. Do you praise her? Wow, you clean the house so nice. Oh, you prepare the food so nice. Everything so beautiful. Do you praise her?
I haven't.
No, right?
Yeah.
From your last time, no. But if she makes simple mistake, what will you do? You're going to fire her nicely, yes or not?
Yeah.
Exactly. So as a maid, we have no right for praises. So we have no right for praise. We have no right for recognition. That is why we are all called as the maid servant of the maid servant of Srimati Radharani. Please make me a maid servant at your lotus feet. Remember the maid servant? That means I'm a maid and a servant. As a maid, we don't take any credit. We simply do our duty. We do the best. Whether if the house is super clean, I don't expect any praises. And if I do simple mistake, when I get firing, I don't even react. You got it, Mataji?
Yeah.
So,
We know this inside us doesn't want to.
exactly. But somehow or other, if you are sincere enough, Krishna will give you these blessings. It's a beautiful feeling, I'm telling you. In fact, I also can't do that. But at few times, I had that feeling. I could manage to overcome my stress about my losing my business and everything. When I come to this level, when I start to think about it, I just think about it. I didn't even practice, right? So it's a very good antidote. Okay. Now, so if I increase, we should only accept things that is favorable for bhakti, and we relish it, and we should reject everything that going to be impediment, that going to disturb your bhakti. We have to reject it in disgusting feeling. Someone come and give you 100,000. I wanted to give up this thing and come to my place. All this. So you just say, you're disgusting. How this thing. So we just reject it with disgust. One should believe that other than Krishna, should believe that other than Krishna, there is no one whom to depend, and that Krishna alone is one's maintainer. So we have to have that firm belief that other than Krishna, no one else can give you this shelter. One should also think that one is very low and unqualified. Even though I am so low and unqualified, because I born in this material body. To have this material body means I am really unqualified. Like for instance, when Jagai and what they call in Vaikuntha planet, when the 4 sons of Brahma went there, there's a 2 gatekeeper, Jaya Vijaya, the 2 gatekeeper of Vaikuntha. Don't allow them to enter. And these 4 boys will get very angry and curse them. You don't allow me to go in, I curse you that you born 7 generations, 7 birth. I curse you that you born on this planet Earth. And they both got a shock. Oh my God, why? Then Lord Vishnu will come. Say, why? What's the commotion? And the 4 boys see Lord Vishnu, they get very shocked. I say, but the curse of Brahmana must happen. It cannot be nullified. So then after the boys became sober, they said, never mind, I give you another option. You born 7 birth in this material world as a devotee or 3 birth as a demon. Either you born 3 birth as a demon or 4 birth as 7 birth as a devotee. You choose. And the 2 boys, the guards were thinking, Jai Vijaya thinking, 7 birth is very long time. I take 3 birth as a demon. So that's when Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Kamsa, Shishupal, and what they call Dandavarta. So they take they take everything. They take. But end of the day, they also came after they finished, they complete the 3 birth as a demon. Then the last one, they came as a devotee, Jagai and Madai, in the pastime of Lord Chaitanya, and they got liberated. Went back home, back to God. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, to be born in this material world, it is something very disgusting. It's something that it's not very exciting. It's nothing so great about, But the problem is, in this entire universe, in the 14th planetary system, only in material world, you could practice bhakti. You cannot practice bhakti in heaven. You cannot practice bhakti in hell. In hell, we'll be screaming and crying. No, sorry. And in heaven, yay, atam, patam, kondatam. Every day singing, dancing, that's one song I used to sing, That's, one-way ticket to the moon or something like that, all right? The way they dance, they have so much of fun. Only this place. So that means we understand we are in this place, and to get the grace of Krishna, it is something very, very, very rare. It's just like a beggar on the street wants to befriend the king. A beggar on the street wants to make friendship with the king, with the Agong. How is that possible? He cannot go to the Agong with a stick. So he must understand himself. I am a poor, unqualified beggar. In that humble mood, at least you can get some grace from the king, of course. But there, the Krishna, so he says one should depend on Krishna alone as one's maintainer. One should think that one is very low and unqualified, okay, and with no possession. Actually, if you really see, we have no possession at all. As an eternal servant of Krishna, one will be willing to do anything that Krishna desires. So anything that Krishna desires, we will be willing to do it. To believe that one is a doer, the giver, the protector, and the one who owns this body, house, wife, offspring, to think oneself to be Brahmana or Shudra, husband or wife, king or citizen, these should be all rejected. That's what is mentioned here. All this mentality has to be rejected. All this should be rejected. Okay, this kind of mentality we should reject. What is the mentality? To believe that I am the doer, I am the giver, I am the one can protector. I own this body, I own this house, this is my wife, this is my husband, and this is my children, offspring. To think oneself to be a Brahmana, I'm a Brahmana, I'm a Chettiar, I am this, I am Chinese, I am Indian, I'm Malay, I'm Malaysian. All these kind of thoughts. I am the king, or I am the citizen of this great nation. All these kind of things should be rejected. Instead, centering one's thought on Krishna, one should think of Krishna as the controller and doer. That Krishna desires is the main thing. So that means instead thinking of or rejecting all this, centering one's thought on Krishna. That means our thought we center to Krishna. So at that place, one should think as the controller. That means should think of Krishna as the controller and doer. Everything happened, Krishna's willing. Krishna Arpanam. Everything is by Krishna. No, Krishna Matirastu. All right, Krishna willing. And that is also Krishna's desire is the main thing. These make me think about my spiritual master, Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. He had a massive stroke and his body became totally invalid. And of course, he's suffering and struggling. He's in great pain. His whole body is disease. He survived cancer. He survived blindness. He survived his hearing. Hearing got problem. His head got cancer. His eyesight start to dwindle. His ears start one year gone this thing, and he couldn't speak properly. His jaw dropped, so they have to tie and put it up. You know, he cannot raise his I think right hand. He can't. He need help. He can't perform. It is impossible, and he's fully sick and he's in great pain, extremely painful, and he got a weak lungs. Always the oxygen saturation will drop, and now his kidney is failed, and now he's going on a kidney dialysis. He's on a dialysis, right? Not kidney failed. It's a kidney dialysis. Going through the dialysis, and he underwent 2 major transplants. You know, and the doctor was always amazed how this person can go on living. At the same time, he traveled the world. So what I'm trying to say, if he thinks that he's the body, if he thinks that he's the, if he don't detach himself, and yet he can still say, I'm feeling so happy, right? And he being a pure devotee of the Lord with so many disciples around, all the disciples are praying for him. You know how we pray? And what they will say, if Krishna, if at all he desire. So we still depend on, we are not begging. I mean, if he wants, he also can ask Krishna, heal my body. I got my work to do. Anything could happen. But he just say, if you think I'm worth, okay. In that situation, he tried to walk, it's very, very, very painful situation. All right. When a person can only take away from this and should think that Krishna is the controller and the doer. So he takes everything, even the extreme painful situation, he takes it very pleasurably. One will do as Krishna desire, not as independently wants to do. By Krishna's wish, I will stay in this world. And by Krishna's wish, I will cross over it. This is supposed to be the mentality. I've seen the devotees, the pure devotees, they always believe in this. All right. So it's like this. By Krishna's wish, I will stay in this world. And by Krishna's wish, I will cross over it. If there's a pain, if there's a rejoicing, still I am Krishna's servant. But by his will, he'll give mercy to the jivas. My material enjoyment and renunciation are all dependent on Krishna. My material enjoyment and renunciation all dependent on Krishna. When this attitude is present, it is called Atma Nivedana or self-surrender. Okay. So there is nothing to be lament about. Okay. When these 6 types of Saranagati, Sarana means surrender. Gati means full surrender. Okay. Sharana means surrender. Sarana. Okay. Gati means fully surrender. When you have this kind of 6 types of full surrender are not present, when these type of 6 types of Saranagati are not present in an individual, he possesses the intelligence that I and mind. So when you don't have these kind of things, he possesses the intelligence. That means indirectly we understand that I have this idea about I and mind. Okay. Such a person is considered low rascal because he believes that he is the doer. Okay. That means such a person is considered a low rascal because he believes that he is the doer. I am the doer. I am this. So he's considered a low rascal. Rascal means what? Extremely foolish or inability to think correctly. Okay. That is a low rascal because and believes that he is the doer. That the world is this. That the world is this. And that he is the creator of his destiny and enjoy the fruits of his activity. He thinks that world is like this, world is like that. And this is my destiny. I created this industry and I am the enjoyer of all these kind of activities. So these are the person who consider these things. So which are the people we can think of? Like the richest man in the world, or richest man in the country, You know, especially like we see like a lot of rich men, Ananda Krishnan and all this, Eric Chia, and all this, they think they are the doer. I created this, you know, Sunway Group. Now the Sunway Group is destroying Ipoh. They're creating such a big, huge hospital, the biggest shopping mall, the this and that. They're messing up that place. That area, Tambun, is supposed to be very heavenly place. They messed up everything in the name of development. So anyway, so it's that means they are actually they are considered low rascals. Okay, even they can be very opulent, they can be very rich, they can be super duper this thing. They are still considered a low standard rascal. All right. So, and that he owns protector and maintainer. That in his own protector, and he's the protector and he's the own maintainer. That these are his wife, brothers, sons, and daughters, and that by my own endeavor, that means but through my own endeavor, he can achieve all perfection and glory. Such people are proud of the power of their own knowledge. That means they are so proud, they are so puffed up of their own power and the knowledge. They don't not considering the Lord's control. They don't consider the control of the Lord. They think that by their own brain, they can increase and extend the arts and science. If these people hear the glories of the name, what happens if these people hear the glories of the name? They do not believe in them. They do not believe in them. Now, maybe some of you will be thinking, you know, oh my God, I still have thought of I and mine, and I'm a low rascal. Oh my God. Did anyone of you thought about it? Did anyone felt it? Be frank. Anyone? No one? Rusen Mataji, did you felt it?
The rest is just want to face to themselves.
Yeah, because, no, you know, you think too loud. I heard you. Okay. Actually, this is meant for those people who are atheistic, who are this thing. But who are we? We are trying to give it up. Okay, we are in the process of being a pure devotee of the Lord. So as a pure devotee of the Lord, this is the characteristic that we should adopt. All right. But this characteristic now, for now, it not be possible. So we simply surrender to Krishna, thinking Krishna controls my life, think Krishna will guide me, things will happen. All right. It is not something that you cannot act upon. How can a person act humble for so long? Cannot. You know, we cannot pretend. All these must be spontaneous. All right. But here we are talking about people who are, so what it says, not considering the Lord's power, they think that their own brain, they cannot, okay. If these people hear the glories of the name, they do not believe in them. But today, all of us believing in them. So now we are on the recovering process, and sooner or later, there'll be a surrender will come to our heart spontaneously. All right. So don't feel very bad about it. Okay. Okay. Now, if they do chant the name, if even this kind of people who thinks that they are the doer, chant the name, it is only out of social custom. You know, can you chant Hare Krishna when everybody's looking at you? When you go and see a minister or see some great person, you know, they know, oh, I am the controller. I am the one who control this constitution. I am the one can going to help this Hare Krishna movement. I am the one going to sponsor the Radha Yatra. I am the doer. We still have that big fat ego. What is that? You know, without me, they can't even do any festival. You know, but suddenly at a social custom, when you come, you know, they expect some honor. So we put a garland for them and everything. Everybody looking. They say, can you chant Hare Krishna? We take the mic and put near the mouth. He cannot say, no, I don't believe in this, because everybody's watching. Just for the sake of it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, just like that. So they only do it out of social custom. So now being pretender and cheater, they may chant the name in Hela Namabas, but will never get prema. Hela. What is Hela? Hela means, you know, in Tamil also, in Malay also we use the word Tipu Hela. Hela means what? What is it? Hela? Manipulating. Okay, kita pakai Hela ini. Hela. Do you understand the word H-E-L-A? Hela in Malay? They call Tipu Hela. Pretending. Sorry, Tipu Hela means cheating and manipulating. Apa Hela kamu sekarang? Apa dalam email? Oh, jangan ingat apa-apa. Oh, dia sedang plan. He's manipulating something. Dia ada satu Hela. So that's it. So the same word here. Hela Namabas. Manipulating, offensing of the name. But these people will never get prema. This offense is due to being bound tightly by Maya. So this offense, because they're bound tightly, they have been tightened up by Maya. And deliverance is very difficult. All right. So now it's 10 o'clock. Shall we take a short break? So I think today we can finish this chapter. Yeah, this is a very short chapter. Okay. So we take a short break. Hare Krishna. Okay, let's continue. So now, however, one can see. However, so now we see, so being bound by tied by Maya, okay, the deliverance is very, very difficult. Okay, that means we don't want to give up our this thing. So Krishna is willing to save us if we accept him. All right, just like when he throws the rope, you have to hold the rope with faith. When you hold the rope, you give up everything, and that's when you become lighter, you get pulled up from the ocean, right? That's the example that we have discussed before. However, one can see that there are so many people who are taking up the name and reaching the level of Shuddha Bhakti. So we have seen people who are taking up the name and reach the level of Shuddha Bhakti. What is Shuddha Bhakti means? Pure devotional service. Shuddha means pure, all right? Shuddha, all right? Pure devotional service, have completely given up material attachment and humbly worship Krishna's lotus feet and sing his name. Okay, so giving up the material attachment means what? To give up everything, become a mendicant? No. Dedicate everything to Krishna. Yukta Vairakya. It's also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita very nicely. Dedicate everything to Krishna. All right. One should seek out this type of person. That means we should go and look for the person who have done like this, right? And take his association. Then serve him with the desire to give up material attachment. That's why sometimes when a devotee comes, when certain devotees travel, like we have seen so many devotees, especially in Malaysia, it is worth taking association, right? Say like sometimes the sannyasi will come, like recently Bhakti Brihad Bhagavatam Maharaj, he came, he is a former teacher, very illustrious lifestyle. He gave up, because he came to the level of renunciation. So this, and in Malaysia, there is also many devotees that we can think of. That is thing. Okay, like one person that I also that is that level is TK Trivikram Prabhu. Right, he is a person who have also last time once he had a very illustrious business. He was having a good business, then he gave up everything, and now he is a renunciate. But of course, he has not taken sannyas. He's like Vanaprastha. He's traveling everywhere, inspiring people. Okay, so these are the people. Who else we can think of in Malaysia? I mean, there are so many devotees, but the devotees in the mode of renunciation. Yeah, the person's face is there, but I can't recall the name. So, okay, anyway, so these are some examples, all right? So whenever we see these kind of devotees come, or whenever we see that certain kind of, that means the sannyasis, whoever they come, so we should be very eager to take the association with them. Sometimes they may look like a normal person. Okay, they may look like a normal, just like another kind of person, another kid on the block, just like a normal person. But for them to come to this level, that means they are extraordinary kind of mentality, right? So, so we should take association with this kind of people, all right? So gradually, one will become fixed in the name, and I and mind will go away as one transcends attachment to Maya. So once like that means we pass through the Maya, we are going towards. So this kind of thoughts of I, my, these kind of things will eventually gone. So giving up this false mentality, one will culture full surrender. All right. So now we cannot give up this mentality example, but at least we understand this is not a good mentality. So when you understand this is not a good mentality, somehow or other, you will come to the level of giving up this kind of mentality. And through that, one will culture full surrender, which is the constitutional position of the jiva. What is constitutional position? The original position of a living entity. And the very nature of bhakti, that is the real nature of bhakti. By these, one can get prema. One who gives up. Then after that is mentioned here. Haridas Thakur is making a summary here. He says that one who gives up these 10 offenses and perform devotional service correctly is the most fortunate in the three world. You don't think that being humble, you're going to be looked down at people by someone. But no, by giving up these 10 offenses, you are the most fortunate in the three world. What is this person next door? What is our parents? What is our relatives? What the relative going to think about you? What happened to you? Why you look like this? Why you acting like this? Why you're a loser? You know, somebody they used to call me loser. But I always remind myself, no, I'm the most fortunate in the three world. Who is this mundane fellow to call me a loser? You know, a mundaner calling me a loser. It doesn't make any difference in my life. But I know I am the most fortunate in the three world. Upper planetary system from the Bhualoka up to Svargaloka. Up to Satyaloka, place of Brahma. And down from Patala, Tala. That means this Tala. Okay, the first plan, forward the name. This up to Patala, up to hellish region at the bottom. And in the earth itself, 3 planetary systems. And among these 3 planetary systems, I am the most fortunate. Who is this guy to come and comment about me? I just can't be bothered. All right. So he's full of good qualities. So later you see, if the person devotee will start to accumulate all kind of good qualities. And he is the one qualified for getting Krishna's mercy. So while chanting the holy name, very soon by Krishna's mercy, that person will come to the level of bhava. First, we come to the level of bhava, ecstasy. We start to chant, we feel so good. You know, we will have a big smile on our face. You know, our face aura will start to change. You know, you look glowing. Because your excitement level is very high, the spiritual excitement, bhava. Then slowly, eventually you'll come to the level of prema. So then that is possible. The Lord has stated himself that whoever takes the name without offenses will attain prema. Okay, whoever that takes this name without any of these 10 offenses will achieve prema. So now do your check and balance. Go to your journal, write down, where do I lacking? Out of the 10 offenses, what have I done today? Oh, my offense I've done is inattentive. I was not paying attention. Why? Because I went into social media, because I answered a call, because I called someone called, I answered, and we start to talk some grandmother story, end up I wasted 1 hour of my time. Oh, suddenly I feel like visiting someone, I went there, wasted my time. Suddenly I want to do this kind of job, I went and some volunteer work, I just wasted my time. So all these things you write down in a journal. If tomorrow, that means yesterday I wrote down, but today, if I get the same environment, suddenly another person called, and I know, if I go to answer this call, I'm going to take at least 1 hour chatting nonsense. Prajalpa, unnecessary talk. Okay? Because this is the thing that I've done yesterday, and I wasted my time. Therefore, today I'm not going to. So I'm not going to answer the call. So you could, what they call? You could rectify yourself consciously. Your life works consciously. That means you are under control. That means you're controlling how your destiny. Right? So like that. So write down all the things and find okay, now based on Bhakti Loka, based on Harinam Cintamani, based of your understanding after attending this class for the last 2-3 months, what is that you got? Oh, I have done this mistake, so therefore I'm not going to do. If tomorrow you're going to do the same mistake, but the same mistake you perform, but the degree of the mistake will reduce. Right? Maybe from you talking 1 hour, suddenly you feel, oh, I'm talking nonsense. Okay, anyway, I got to go now. I think there's another call coming out. Can I talk to you later? Pop, you put on the phone. From chatting 1 hour, maybe you chat for half an hour. Right? And sometimes when people are calling you for volunteer service, okay, come, okay, can you come and help me, this and that? I say, okay, I come. All right. But I go there, what I'll do? Then I know, yesterday I did that and I wasted my time. Whole day, I couldn't chant. Or any kind of task, I couldn't do it. Right? But today, I realize the same kind of opportunity comes again that I need to perform that. So what are you going to do? Well, I'll come, but I think, what time you want me to come? We're going to start at 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe up to 2 o'clock, is it? But can I say, I'm quite busy right now. Can I come around 12:30 to 1? Is it okay? For them, at least you are coming. Oh, that late. How about 11:30, 12? I think should be fine. 11:30, by that 11:30 I'll be there. All right. So you save your time from going there 8 o'clock, wasting all your time. So at that time you perform your sadhana, chanting. All right. So okay, these kind of, so like that you check and balance your life. Don't let your life to be random, and don't allow anyone to come and dictate it. Because we want this Krishna. We want that prema. We want that bhava. So we have to be very careful. So we have to be very discriminative. So the discriminative happen when you write your journal. You write your journal, then after that you'll regret it. Check, wasted my day. Like today is 17th. 16th April, I wasted my 16th April. Because once the 16th April 2025 gone, it's gone for good. You can never go back to that. So time is so precious, and time is a commodity, and you have right not to spare it to anyone else unnecessarily. Pleasing others is the biggest disaster, because now we have our mission. Like recently, my cousin brother, the youngest in the family, the second youngest in my family, we have almost 15, 16 years different. He's planning to get married. And his marriage, he planned to do somewhere out of town, somewhere in Temurlo, Pahang. From me to go to Temurlo, it's going to take at least 6-7 hours drive. And after that, the thing is going to be in the forest. And in that forest, they're going to have that wedding. And in that, so what they call, it's a runaway wedding or something. There's a term. Nowadays, the youngsters coming with all funny ideas, What they call runaway wedding, runaway or gateway wedding or some kind of, I don't understand the term also. This thing. So they go there, they just select around 10 or 20, 30 people. Just come there. It's a kind of garden wedding or under the jungle, under the tree, like 1,000 or what. I'm not sure. What kind of wedding is that? Then he said, oh, then I said, no, I'm just picking up people who are very dear to me. And I said, look here, remove my name. He got a shock. My auntie also got a shock. Hey, you are his favorite brother. Because I'm the one who molded him when he was young. I was in Klang that time. And I molded these boys. He and my younger one. So they are like, they love me so much. I said, please remove my name from there. I said, why? Why? Because I think I can't do this. Take 6 hours drive, go there, and under this thing, I don't know what kind of 1,000 wedding you're going to do, Then after that, that's all non-vegetarian. Oh, we will prepare some vegetarian food. We prepare. I said, no, it doesn't work for me. After you're done, you come back, please come and visit us. If you have any other function, I'll be there. I'll be the first one there to be with you. Then he was thinking, okay. So he removed 6 names from us. To go there is a big headache. So you can be bold in that. You can become bold in that because you don't want to waste your life doing this kind of nonsense thing. Because why? Because I've got my ultimate goal in life. I mean, we are all having ultimate goal in life. Our ultimate goal in life to achieve prema and bhava and prema in this very birth itself. You know that our life is so short. The time is clicking. The death is nearing. So we have no time to waste. We have no time to please others. We have to get it done as soon as we can. So we pray to Krishna, dear Krishna, please give me that mercy. Please give me that. And of course, my mind is such a hard, this thing, like a stone. It's very hard for me to surrender, very hard for me to take up this thing. Kindly bestow your blessing, And that's when Krishna sees that you're really sincere, but you're struggling, Krishna will be very merciful. He will send you a guru, and that guru will guide you. And after we accept a guru, because before that, we have a random idea. Do this, do that, a random idea. But when the guru comes, he will give you specific instruction, specific idea. Specifically, you do this. And you just do that one thing. Formerly, we had. Just like you go to the medical school, you study everything. Then you go to housemanship, you work in all departments. Then randomly you become, they put you as a medical officer in one department. Then after that, you specialize. You specialize in one discipline and you just stick to that. Just like that. So the guru will give you. So by taking that, it is the time that we can achieve perfection. Even under the Nama Basa, if you can chant 16 rounds, and through the Nama Basa, all this kind of attitude, habit, and everything can suppress, can go away from you. You are required to accept a guru. You don't even need to come to the level of perfect chanting before I accept a guru. That is a standard that our Srila Prabhupada have created. So merciful. He said, never mind. Are you chanting 16 rounds? Yes. Are you doing this? Yes. Okay, now you are qualified to have a guru. You know, so in that qualification, when you accept a guru, so then the guru will initiate the mantra, and through the initiating the mantra, that's when the mantra will take the full form. That's when the Krishna will start to pay attention on you. All right, because now you see, but that means Krishna is not very favorable. Krishna is Pile Kase, you know, he only Pile Kase to all the pure devotees, and we are nothing. No, it's not that. Because your sincerity, your heart, you have that Paramatma, or in other words, it's also called a Chaita Guru. That Chaita Guru in your heart will appear in front of you as Diksha Guru. So Krishna is paying attention on you because Krishna wants you back. You know, say like for instance, I am in say like I'm in Malaysia. I know someone wants to come to Malaysia. Say I got a family member, I got a cousin or nephew or grandchildren or whatever. Say my nephew, he wants to come to Malaysia. Say, Mama, I want to come to Malaysia because here in India I don't have any job and everything. So what I need to do? I said, okay, never mind. I will arrange this thing. Your job is to get a passport. Just get a passport. Everything I arrange. So getting a passport means I am trying to chant my 16 rounds daily, and I'm trying to follow the 4 regulative principles. So once I'm done with that, I'm perfected in that, and study little Bhagavad Gita and some little Nectar of Devotion, the small books, which we have studied, right? Of course, we're going to study in the future. So, on all these kind of things, then okay, that means consider your passport is you applied and is approved, and you receive your passport. All right, that means you have taken initiation. In other words, then after that, what I will do? Okay, then what I will do? I will get for you a agent. All right, I'll see online. Okay, there's one travel agent, and I tell the travel agent, go and this is my nephew. He wants to come to Malaysia. Arrange a passport for him. Arrange a air ticket. Arrange a visa. At the same time, arrange a kind of work permit. Everything A to Z you arrange for him. Can you do that? Yes, sir. You just pay me the money. I'll do everything. So then what happened? I assign that representative to help him. Similarly, the Krishna in your heart will send a representative, and he will help you to process your visa, your work permit. He will process everything for you. So after all that process, then all done, then you take a flight and peacefully come to Malaysia. Like that. So once the spiritual master comes, he will guide you, your Siksha master or your Diksha, your instructing spiritual master or your distinct spiritual master, he will guide you, and through that guide, you are flying in back home, back to Godhead. All right. But all this process happened because Krishna is mercy on you. Krishna have mercy on you. Krishna wants you back. And you know, how much that you want to go back home, back to Godhead, Krishna wants you back very badly. That's a story, you know. When Lord Narayana, you know, there's one person who suddenly accidentally, I can't recall the story, but I just come to the point. Some or other, he went back home, back to Godhead, Vaikuntha, right? I think he did some offense or something like that. Then after that, he chant Hare Krishna, something like that. Last minute, he got qualified, he went back to Godhead. So he went to Vaikuntha Loka, Narayana Dham. So when he went to Vaikuntha, then he went there, he said, oh, where's my Lord? Where's my Lord? He's running, and he's like very excited to see the Lord. He's coming to see him. When he came to see him, the Lord was tearing. The Lord was tearing. He was lying down. He was tearing. And he went there. My Lord, I'm back. I'm back. And after this, he says, why are you tearing, my Lord? Why are you crying? And you know what Vishnu said? What Lord Narayana said? What took you long? Think about it. What took you long? Because we are his beloved. He wants us back very badly. As how you want to go back or don't want to go back. It's just like a child. Sometimes the children go to our auntie's house, go to my sister's or any of the relations' house, doesn't want to come back. Want to come back, they cry. No, I don't want to go back to my house. I want to stay here. I want to play with my cousins. Very adamant. But I, as a father, will be longing when my son, my daughter going to come back. I want him, I miss him. It's already 1 week, I didn't see him. You know, I'm missing him. I want him back. When are you going to come back? When are you going to come back? You know, but the child doesn't want to come back. You know, So when the child come back at last, reluctantly come back home, then I'll be just looking at my child. Why took you so long? Why you don't like your father, is it? Why your auntie is so nice, your nephew? Oh, no, Lappa. Anyway, I came back already. Like that, Krishna wants us back. That's why he's sending his representative. He's some or other inspiring, putting so much of suffering. All that we study in Nectar of Devotion. Why are we suffering? The suffering that we are going through is just to make us wake up. It's a wake-up call. Can I have a full stop to my suffering? That is when the intelligence will start to rise. So is there any way that a person don't suffer? Then start to look out. And some or other, by looking out, if you are very fortunate, you stumble upon this ISKCON movement. Stumble upon Hare Krishna. Then you study about it. Then after that, you get attracted to it. And some or other, you come to it. One example of this is, there's one Chinese Mataji. Her name is Siulin. They call him Siulin, but Siuling. What Chan Siuling? We call her Siuling. She's one of my fantastic book distributor. She always, every morning, she go for a jog. She loves walking in the morning. So what happened? She carries some book and walk along. And she see my old man, can you read this book? It's very important. She distribute book like that. All right? Chan Siuling. Yeah, his name is Chan Siuling. Yeah. And I asked her, how did you come to temple? How did you got? See, one day I was very stressed. How to be happy? She put in this thing. Then after that, suddenly the thing came out, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Then after that, check ISKCON. And he read through everything. She was so attracted. Then after that, she looked for her address. She came to Ipoh Center. No, she was in KL. Then after that, she came to Ipoh. Then she joined our center and she did fantastic seva. And now she's back in KL. So that's the thing. So when this kind of awaken, the suffering can awaken our sleeping mind. Then once we awaken, what we will do? We start to look for it. In that good fortune, some or other you come to that level of this thing, then Krishna give you suffering for you to realize. Krishna showed you this website. Then after that after you come to temple, Krishna, because when the person comes to temple, there'll be one person. And that person is the one that's going to guide you. And what happened? Krishna arranged that person for you. Then after you learn step 1, for the step 2, Krishna introduced another person. Then you come to the step 3, Krishna introduced another person. Krishna keeps sending you people. Now learn from him. Now evolve. Then after that, you find your Diksha Guru. First, you get a Siksha Guru. Then after you come very serious, you get Siksha Guru. Then you get Siksha Guru, you take all the instruction from him, then you go to Diksha. So you go to the Diksha, you get the ultimate Siksha, ultimate instruction you receive from your spiritual master. Sometimes the spiritual master don't even open the mouth and tell you, but you will be inspired. The inspiration that happened in your heart, that shall be your mission. Because the Diksha Guru will act in a Chaita Guru and instruct you from the heart. There's no disciple in this world, in any of the disciple, all the gurus that we have in ISKCON, all the disciples got some kind of instruction. It is not random. After take initiation, go your way. Some or other you get one. And that one instruction is the instruction that we follow for life. Follow for life. So one is a standard instruction that my spiritual master always cooperate with all fellow devotees. Take Siksha from senior devotees. Take instruction from your senior God brothers, senior devotees. Take Siksha from them. Always cooperate. Remember, this is Prabhupada's movement. This is not our own grandfather's movement. This is Srila Prabhupada's movement. We all have to stay together, cooperate in harmony, and develop this program. So that is some of my instruction that I say do Sankirtan. All right. So this is the certain instruction that we follow. Like sometimes they ask, so all the devotees that coming for your online class, where are they from? I say they are random all over Penang, JB, and all these all the places. So when you do this program, how your center is benefiting? I say no. I don't represent ISKCON Ipoh. I represent ISKCON Malaysia. I don't want to be specifically bound by one isolated place. All right. I am randomly like Devi Mataji, Nanda Devi Mataji. She's practicing, and the center that benefiting from her is Todu. Right. And there's another Mataji like Sadguna Ma will take up the benefit. The center going to benefit is SGMKL. All right. I think Sheila Mataji is from Nibong Tebal. The center that's going to benefit is Nibong Tebal. Sheila Mataji and the daughter Bunis, right? So the center going to benefit is this thing. In Ipoh, of course, we have Kesavan, we have Rusan Chang Mataji, and also this Vivan. So the one benefiting is Ipoh Center. So like that. So we will create, randomly we create everyone, because that's my duty, that's my instruction. Because I think this is Prabhupada's home. This is the kingdom of Srila Prabhupada. So I cannot be isolating myself. What Ipoh going to benefit? I must think about how the entire nation, entire devotees, who somehow or other going to get benefited, and they're going to practice bhakti. That is the ultimate goal. All right. So that's the thing. Then so that's my instruction from my spiritual master. So I'm performing. So once you get a Diksha instruction, then you perform that, and eventually you will come to the level of then the Namabas. Then you still chanting in Namabas. Namabas means still offensive chanting even after initiation. But now the advantage is you have the Guru's mercy, the mercy of a spiritual master. And through the Guru's mercy, your Namabas will be gone very quickly. Very quickly. And sometimes take your time. Maybe some people are chanting 10, 20 years. Still, they're still Namabas. But eventually, they'll get rid of it. It will happen. Right? Because by the prayers and the blessings of Guru Maharaj. Right? The Namabas will destroy. And slowly, your this thing. And of course, you meet other devotees. You take more siksha, more instruction. And like that, you try to learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. Somehow or other, your Namabas will subside. Your Shuddha Nam will start to arise. And through the Shuddha Nam or the pure name, you come to the level of Bhava. And you come to the level of Bhava, then you come to the level of Prema. But we must understand all these things is not by our own effort. It is the mastermind planning by the spiritual master. It's a master plan. All right, there's a blueprint on your life. And your blueprint is held by your spiritual master. When you accept initiation from a spiritual master, it is very unique relationship. There's a blueprint will be given to the spiritual master. He says, okay, now how can I make this person to take him back home, back to Godhead? All right? It's very mysterious and it's very, what they call, it can't be conceived. It cannot be understood. But it works. It works miracle. Right? So now chant your 16 rounds. That's the first thing that you should try first. Do your 16 rounds. Then slowly but surely try to give up some bad habits. Follow the 4 regulations. If once you're steady, all right, then you can consider of taking initiation. And which guru you should take, it is under your own personal choice. All right, there's many devotees are coming to the country, many sadhus, many gurus are coming. See which guru that you are getting attracted to. Which guru that you feel inspired. All right. And in that, then you talk to your senior devotees that I think I'm interested in ABC Goswami. All right. So I would like to take initiation from you. So then the authorities will prepare a letter, recommendation letter says that this person, Padita Tarna, okay, is qualified to be initiated. And this is it. And the temple president or the authority will give you a recommendation. And that recommendation will go to the spiritual master, ABC Goswami. You will take it and just see, okay, all right. Okay, now are you ready for initiation? Do you know the rules and regulation? How are you following? He just asked you this thing. All right, done. And there's a little questionnaire. You just answer the questionnaire. Okay, you're done. Then you go. There'll be a initiation ceremony, a ritual. That ritual is considered your birth ceremony. Because after trillions and trillions of birth being born through our material mother, material egg, we born through the four ways, through the seed, through the egg, through the womb, through the semen of the father, and also through the water, perspiration, waterborne. We born in this, we were appearing in this world through this 4 method. By the semen, by the seed, we were 3 before, we were through the water, like mosquitoes. And number 4 is through egg. So now, for a first time, you are accepting a real birth. That means this is a ceremony that says that you are born again. But now, your father is your spiritual master. Your mother is the Vedas. The Vedic literature will give you instruction. Will tell you what to do. Father will give you instruction. So father is the spiritual master, mother is the Sastra. And through that qualification, you somehow or other improve, you practice and everything. All right. So once you're really qualified, then you go for a second initiation, which is also not so important. Then after that, you go through that, you chant your holy name, have faith in Prabhupada, faith in your spiritual master, and eventually you come to the Shuddha Bhakti, and Shuddha Bhakti, you come to Bhava. Okay, when you first start Shuddha, then you come to Bhava stage, and after come to the Bhava stage, you're going to have come to Prema. And once you come to the level of Prema, you'll be in great ecstasy. When you give up this body, you go back straight back home, back to Godhead. And your journey back home is also guided by the spiritual master, right? Spiritual master. And you must also understand that in the universal layer, the last layer, false ego, is very hard to penetrate. Very hard to go. People fail there. They fall down. But by the mercy of spiritual master, we can even pass through that piece. But sometimes you may ask a question. Well, I've seen people are dying before the spiritual master. How could the spiritual master staying in this world can take them back? Because the spiritual master is also what they call there's a what is the word? It is yeah, what is the word? The spiritual masters are all equal. There's no difference, right? Just like the one moon reflect in many pots. There's one moon, but down there you got many pots. It reflects. It looks like all the moon is divided, but the moon is one. Similarly, our Adi Guru is Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And all that expansions are many gurus, but they are all actually same, equal. So some or other you'll be guided back. And that's why all that manjaris, all the pure devotees, and all the associate Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya will come and take birth to inspire you. Come on, I will take you back. Right? Because only these empowered people can take you to penetrate that the last this thing. Okay. It is not possible by any Tom, Dick, and Harry. That's why sometimes when you see a bogus guru, to take shelter, the bogus guru, this is also considered another Atmaha, or the suicidal of the soul. All right. And whoever takes the name without giving up the offenses will never attain pure bhakti, in spite his practices. All right. So when we are trying to practice all by ourselves, there's sometimes it can be this thing. But of course, by the mercy of spiritual master, we will be able to give up. All right. The practice of jnana gives liberation. If you think you want to study and this thing, it gives you liberation. And fruitive activity, karma, give you material enjoyment. Karma kanda will give you material enjoyment. But pure Krishna bhakti and prema are available only by correct execution of sadhana bhakti. So the correct execution of sadhana bhakti, how to find out? Only the guru can tell you, because he got your blueprint. He has your blueprint. He got your blueprint. He knows what's your nature. And he tell you, do according to the nature. If not, now we are random. Today we do Sankirtan. Tomorrow we do cooking in the temple. The next day we try to do deity worship. We are randomly doing so many things. But the guru will give you specifically what according to your blueprint. As liberation and material enjoyment are both unsatisfying. Right? The liberation and material enjoyment, being liberated and also material enjoyment, are not satisfying. And as bhakti is the only solution. And the real form of liberation and glory of the soul, the jiva must obtain bhakti. The real form of liberation and the glory of the soul is the jiva must attain bhakti. By carefully performing sadhana bhakti, without any offense, all right? Without offense, okay? The creeper of bhakti. What is creeper of bhakti? The seed. Bhakti lata beach, all right? The seed. That means we all have got the seed of bhakti, all right? But the seed doesn't go into a tree. This is a seed. There's a creeper, just like the money plant. It'll creep. It'll creep, right? It just, creeper goes slowly, go up, right? So the creeper of bhakti will quickly yield the fruit of prema. To do sadhana carefully means to do it without 10 offenses. Even in any of our sadhana, we want to go to temple to serve and everything, we must remember to avoid these 10 offenses. Therefore, whoever desires to obtaining bhakti will take the name, being attentive and avoid each of the 10 offenses. All right? And in his heart, fervently begging at the feet of the holy name to give mercy to destroy the offenses. Please underline this statement. That means we have to beg at the feet of the holy name. Who is that? Nama Prabhu. We have to beg the name. Why we are chanting? We beg so that we could give, that he can give mercy. Then holy name can give you mercy. Mercy for what? For a start, to destroy the offenses. Even you want to give up the 10 offenses, the only remedy is chanting the holy name. All right? When you go on chanting the holy name, you start to see one by one your offenses will start to dissipate. First, I don't offend any Vaishnava. Doesn't matter how the Vaishnava looks. Can be irritating, can be annoying, but that Vaishnava teach me something and all this, I don't offend them anymore. The first thing, destroy. Then secondly, chant. Oh, my inattentive, now destroy. That means the 10 and 8th or 9th offense is gone. Then like that, one by one, and that also by the mercy of the holy name. So that's why we say chant attentively. Now you're closing your ears and chanting, you're feeling the vibration. You're feeling the excitement and enthusiasm. That's the step one you're doing now. After some time, you start to feel so good. Now while you're chanting, you are just thinking, oh, my dear holy name, I'm so offended. I'm so offensive. You know, this is my problem. Can you please get rid of my offenses? In that, you chant your rounds. Just think about it. Hare Krishna. Please get rid of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I don't want to offend any devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I am not attentive at all. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Like that, meditate chant. And eventually, the Nama Prabhu says that you are very sincere. He will remove all your offenses. After your offenses removed, now you just Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Nama Prabhu. Can you give me Shuddha Nam? Can you give me the pure name? I want to see how it feels. But once I get it, don't take away from me, my Lord. Give it to me. Give me the boon. Let it stick to my this thing. Let it become my second nature. Then suddenly you feel Shuddha Nam. Oh. Then after that, suddenly you start to see your tears coming out. Suddenly you feel like your body is vibrating as though you have gone into trance. Suddenly you feel a kind of transformation. Then we understand, now I'm start getting prem bhava. Then after bhava, then you come to the level, you see everybody same. You don't see any distinction. You don't see a great Brahmana. You don't see a low-class Shudra. You don't look at the Chinese. You don't look at the Malay. You don't look at anybody. You don't look at the nationality. You don't look at the rich man. You don't look at the poor man. You look at the rich man. How are you? Are you okay? Huh? I wish you all the best in life. Huh? Oh, thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. When I keep 1,000 dakshina, take the money. You see the beggar? What? Huh? Oh, you're begging, huh? No food to eat, huh? Never, I give you some prashadam, nah, take and go. At least next birth, huh? Hope that you become a millionaire. So we don't see the distinction. When we look at the beggar, we tell, oh, dear beggar, you know they're suffering because of past birth karma. Come along with me and chant. Come on, say Hare Krishna. And you are in the level of prema. When you say Hare Krishna to him, he will transform. At the same time, when you meet a millionaire or you see a big prime minister, you don't kowtow. Hare Krishna. Yes. Oh, I am the owner of PJ group of companies. You know? Oh, really? Nice. I am actually the second richest man in the country. Oh, Hare Krishna. Wonderful. And you'll be wondering why you're not showing any kind of this thing. You know? So anything I can do for you? So I feel like giving you a donation. Oh, really? That's nice. So how can I serve you? Well, you can help to propagate this movement. You know, in Hari Bhakti Vilash and also Srimad Bhagavatam, Nectar of Devotion also we study later. We said a rich man should help to build temple. All right? We need temple. ISKCON Ipoh is like quite isolated. I want to get a land. If you think you want to help us, get us a big piece of land and build a temple for us. Hare Krishna and walk off. That means you're not excited seeing a millionaire. You are not disgusted looking at a beggar. You see everyone equally. All right? So that you come to the level of prayer. All this you ask Krishna. Right? One can never be released from the offenses against the name by prayachitta. That means, in other words, you cannot get relief from the offense of the holy name by doing atonement. So that means now I offend. Say like Vivan is here, right? I think Vivan is here. Okay, Vivan. So what I offend Vivan. Hey, Vivan, you are this, you are that. I offend. Next day, I come and fall at his feet. My dear Prabhu, Vivan Prabhu, I am such a fool. I've offended you. Please forgive me. Then after that come out, there's a prayaschita. Then after that, I see Kesavan. Hey, you Kesavan. Then I say, oh, yo, again I do another aparat. My dear Kesavan, please forgive me. So it's prayaschita. It doesn't work. Right? So if one cannot be released from the offenses against the name, this prayaschita will never work. Because you'll go back to that again. atonement, or pious activity. You do a lot of pious activity, so this thing. So now, but only again taking shelter of the name continuously taking shelter. Every moment you're chanting Hare Krishna, you're taking shelter of the name. Okay? Chanting day and night. Chanting day and night is not a time frame. You can chant anytime, day and night. Then feeling repentant. Repentant means you feel sorry for all the mistakes that you have done. You know, thank God, once upon a time I was so drunk and I drive my car. Imagine at that time if I met an accident and I died on the road. What will happen to me? Krishna, I can't think about it. Oh, I have been protected by him. Being repentant. All right? This is my own story. Once I was so drunk and I drove, and until sometimes I think about it, I was just thinking, you know, how lucky I am, Krishna protected me. You know? In fact, once I was so drunk in KL and I from Santol, and I drove to Jalan Ipoh, Bamboo Garden. Went through a jam, and I don't know how I made it because of peace drunk. You know, I don't know who drove the car and how. I just ended up in my grandmother's house, grand aunt's house in front. And I go down, and next day my grandaunt was firing me nicely. You are like this crazy. You brought your mother, your sister, everything drunk. How did you do it? So thinking about it, repentant. Oh, I shouldn't have done that mistake. Oh my God. You know, being repentant, right? Now, then, continue to chant day and night, feeling repentant, the offenses will go and the fruit of the holy name will come. All right? So also repentant when you make a mistake, next time, oh, I shouldn't have offended that person. You know, that person, if the group R, you know, there's another deviant group of Hare Krishna, the R, oh, he's from there, offended him. I shouldn't have done that. What he got to do with me? That his karma with Guru and Prabhupada and Krishna. Why do I need to be Kepochi, go and comment about them? Repent, keep repenting. No, that means when you repent, you won't do the mistake again. All right? So offenses will go and the fruit of the name will come. And one will get Shuddha Nam. As I say just now, start with Shuddha Nam. From then, you come to Bhava. Then, at last, you achieve Prema. Finally, to keep the offenses from entering the heart, that means to keep the offenses from entering the heart, to protect you from not doing the offense, what we need to do? We need to pray for the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So everybody must worship Lord Chaitanya. That's why when we chant Hare Krishna, first we say Guru Mantra, second we say Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We are praying to Lord Chaitanya. Please don't allow this offense to come into my heart. After you complete, you chant the next one, all the offenses that you might have created in your previous chanting will be nullified. So we are always begging Lord Chaitanya, please don't allow this. Okay? So pray for the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, who is absorbed in the nectar of the name. Okay? Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who has become recipient, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who has become recipient of the Leelas of devotion, by the grace of Haridas, sings eagerly the touchstone of the holy name. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. If you have not translated this and commented on this subject, we might have lost the real gemstone. Harinam Cintamani. Cintamani is a gemstone. All right? It's a gemstone. Touchstone. They call it touchstone. The touchstone. Anything you touch will turn into gold. So, if only by not His mercy, we might have not studied and appreciated this Harinam Cintamani. So, with this, we end the session. So, tomorrow we're going to do chapter 14, offenses of serving the deity. Okay, this one we can go quickly. Serving deity. Okay, because this also we're going to study in Nectar of Devotion. And of course, then chapter 15, we pay attention a bit because bhajana, this thing. So this is what the summary, why the bhajan is helpful, right? So what we try tomorrow. Okay, then after the Nama bhajan. Okay, this is all, Nama bhajan is very extensive. There's so many commentaries. So what we do, tomorrow we go to, we target to do this chapter Nama Bhajan, what they call the offenses, the deity worship. Because since we're going to study that in our nectar of devotion, so we try to do this deity worship within 15-20 minutes, right? Then after that, we go to chapter 15 tomorrow, Friday. So once we are done with chapter 15, I think we won't be able to finish the entire chapter by tomorrow. So we meet again on Saturday morning. We meet again at 9 o'clock until 9, 10, 11. All right. If possible, if Saturday, we can try to meet from 9 to 12, 3 hours. We try to finish up and wrap up this Harinam Cintamani. All right. So with that, we end the session. Thank you so much for your time. Any questions, any comment? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandar Pranam. Thank you very much for being I'm not your Guru, Prabhu. I'm just Hare Krishna, you are not alone, Prabhu. Repent, Kesavan, not worth it. So since I'm out, I want you to come out of it also. Yes, Vivan, you have raised your hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, in the statement saying that Suddha Nam, after that Bhava Nam, and then Prema Nam, because all this while I heard of Suddha Nam only, Prabhu.
Okay.
So after that, there's a stages of Bhava Nam and Prema Nam, Prabhu.
Suddha Nam means pure stage. It is not a stage. That means you come to the level.
Oh.
Say like you are a doctor, you're going to do surgery. So first you take your bath, then after that you go, sterilize yourself. You're putting on the dress, you're putting the glove and everything, getting dressed up. That is the level. That means you're very clean. And that's when you enter the surgical room. So Shuddha Nam means you are going to the level of pure chanting. So after you attain the pure level chanting, so what do you see there? All right. Say like, for instance, like how the Buddhists believe nirvana. You go there, see nothing. But here, you go there, you see something. You go to the level of Shuddha Nam. So what are you going to see there? You see step 1. After you come to the Shuddha Nam, you come to the step Nam, you start to feel Bhava. Then after you feel Bhava, the next step, you see Prema. And after Prema, you look up, you are already in Goloka Vrindavan. Okay?
Okay, bro. Thanks.
Good question. Anyone else? So actually, we have successfully completed Harinam Cintamani. Yes, Rusan Mataji.
Yeah. As you say, if we don't know, we just ask. No offense. The more I study, the more I think, can we be that the low? Last time I was here, this I'm your servant, be lower as a what? But after I read this, I don't think will be able to low, because sometimes, yes, you can act too low, but inside you still have some of that. Oh, is it? Yee, that sound was there.
Yeah, very true. I also felt the same thing. Sometimes I look at myself in my mirror, I say, this face can go back home. Cannot lah. Even I consciously feel I cannot do it. But this is something very unique and something that what they call that is very mysterious, cannot be explained. There are it's seen in history. We have seen so many kind of people who had transformation, who don't even believe in this transformation. Still, it happened. Example, like for instance, first when we are young, I can't even say like think about getting married. But the marriage came. After marriage, I can't conceive the idea of having a child. Will I have a child? Suddenly have a child. So things will just work, go on. So what we do, even you believe or you don't believe, just let it flow and see how the things come to you. It's very surprising. It's amazing, I'm telling you. It cannot be idea. It cannot be. I agree with you because I was in the same boat. I can never conceive the idea. You know, I can't. I never even think about. I never even conceive the idea chanting more than 16 rounds. 16 rounds is such a big headache. Chant more, can. It just leave it. Krishna will do it for you.
This one need to, what is this? Again, my mind.
Exactly. So what do you do? Close your ears and chant Hare Krishna 16 rounds. You start to see. Because chanting of Hare Krishna will purify your mind. Reading the book will purify your intelligence. So we are studying this to purify our intelligence, because intelligence is, we have so many belief systems to purify it. But the mind cannot agree. So you chant Hare Krishna vibration, your mind will start to purify. So purification of the mind, purification of intelligence, what will happen? The false ego will start to reduce. You start to melt. Because the false ego don't have any strength, because the false ego is strengthened by mind and intelligence. When this mind and intelligence purified, where the false ego going to stand? So all the unwanted things will start to drop. Then you come to the real ego or your real self. So how it's going to happen? Mysterious. Just try this. At least if you don't make it, you're going to have a tremendous peace of mind. There's no other religious practice that can give you tremendous peace of mind. At least for the sake of what they call experiment. You just try to do this. As we're going to start Nectar of Devotion, and as you go on, you somewhere or other will see, you know, maybe everyone can take note of this day. Eh? So Rusen Mataji now, what is the term? Before and
Not
after.
Not only the other one also think the same thing. I think they are quiet.
Before and after. That it will happen, Mataji. It will happen before and after. Before and after. I mean, now you see the first time you met me and now. There's some changes, right? Similarly, things will change. Just leave it. Just leave it. Don't try to think how to do it. That's why they say follow the thing. Just start with Namabas. Chant, even with offense or what, doesn't matter, go on chanting. But how the thing would happen? Let and pray to the holy name to give the transformation.
Oh, this is a reverse thinking.
Actually, yeah. Rewind. You are rewinding.
Wow. It is wow.
There's no way you can rewind, you know. In life, you just go on. You are like, you know, you are washed by the like strong current. You're just going. But now it's opportunity for you to rewind you back. Start again, even in this lifetime itself. There's no need to born again and start all again. Even in this lifetime, you can still rewind back and start to continue. Amazing.
Yeah, I sometimes I watch this Sri Bhagavat his video on YouTube. Well, this guy, those mercy, how mercy, you can't ever even imagine how mercy was that.
Yeah, true.
So now you see all those people, oh dear.
Yeah, exactly.
Even, oh my God. Okay, no comment. Okay, I will try. Okay, this day today we will try see how transform.
Very good. Awesome. Krishna is showing the mercy through our spiritual master. You know, you're getting overwhelmed, choked. It is another good sign. You know, feel like choking, crying. It's a good sign. And you are experiencing that. And that is also, Mataji, is a bhava. It's a starting of bhava. Getting ecstasy, tearing, crying, you know, like just now I heard you choked. All right. That is a sign of bhava. So bhava is knocking your door. Just matter of time, just see how your life will transform. And I love to see that.
Thank you. Okay. To send you to me to what is it? Pass through the unnecessary path. Straight go. Yeah, very thank you.
Yeah. All glories to my spiritual master, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to our Guru Parampara. Okay, so anyone else? Kesu, you want to say something? You want anything to share? Any takeaway?
No, at the moment, Prabhu.
All right. Gandhi Mataji, Sadguna Mataji, Vaishnava Prabhu, Nanda Mataji, Jnanam Mataji. Okay, never mind. I allow you to internalize this feeling first. That slowly, eventually. Vivan, you got anything to share, Vivan? I forgot your name.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah. Yes, Vivan.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, can you
Yeah, line is breaking.
traveling, that's why.
Oh,
Baling,
okay.
Baling. Okay, first of all, I can get what they call so much of anxiety start to loosen up while I start chanting Prabhu, because in my work there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear in all the decision making. But when we just feel that we have a holy name with us, what to fear? Something like kind of feelings I used to have, bro. So it just building up on everyday basis. I wish with your mercy keep growing, bro. And
Prabhupada's mercy is
it's
not
now,
my
bro.
mercy. I don't have any mercy.
Yes.
I've only got a lot of sin.
No, bro.
Nice,
Very
nice.
elevated. Thanks, bro.
Hare Krishna. Jnana Mataji, you want to say something? I see you unmuted.
That's why I don't know what to say. Now I'm saying 16 rounds.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about it.
Okay. Have you started chanting 16 rounds?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
great.
this one week I'm saying 16 rounds. But I spread
Wonderful.
it,
Wonderful. Haribol.
but I spread it about I'm 86 years old.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm a
Met-
I've been Krishna conscious since many years.
Wonderful.
So I didn't know how to communicate with you, Now only I found out to press this button here and I found out I can speak to you. Each time you call me, I don't know how to answer.
Oh, really? Okay. See, Krishna gave you that intelligence. Press this button.
Suddenly I press this button. I
Exactly.
can speak to you already. So I'm very happy about it. Now I can communicate with you and clear my doubts.
Wonderful, wonderful, Mataji. I'm so happy for that.
I'm quite alert also. It's what people say. I read a lot of I've read the whole Bhagavatam. I bought it and it's in the library here. The only thing I don't know what to do if I pass away, I don't know what to do with these books.
Oh, okay. Where are you from, Mataji?
I'm from Johor Bahru.
Johor Bahru. Okay. Krishna is in the form of a book. Don't worry what is going to happen to the book. Krishna will guide you. Some or other will be taken care. No worries.
Anyway, my greatest discovery is I can able to speak to you, and I found this new method.
Yeah, but I'm very grateful to you because you are giving me a lot of motivation. I'm very much inspired with you. For the last 1 week, you could able to chant 16 rounds. Maybe it takes a lifetime to do this.
After hearing these speeches, your talks, I've been inspired to chant 16 rounds.
Wonderful.
And you will be amazed. I start to chant around about 2:30 in the morning.
Ah.
And then I stopped and continue later. So it's very nice. Thank you very much for your discourses. It's very nice.
I'm so much inspired with you. Thank you so much for being a great inspiration.
Those days, the Krishna conscious people used to come to my house when you do the cooking here. And then that's how I was inspired. That was maybe about 30 years ago.
I see.
They used to come.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they don't come to the houses.
I see.
So all online.
Thanks
anyway,
to Zoom.
thank you. Thank you
Thanks to
very
Zoom.
much. Thank you
Thanks to
very
Zoom.
much.
We can come to your house now. Actually, we are communicating from your house. Thanks to Zoom.
Yeah. Thanks to Zoom. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much, Prabhu.
So this is the thing that we can understand. You know, we always must remember, as long as we live, we still have a second chance. You know, like sometimes they say, you know, after a person dies, come and do prayers. Can you pray for him? Can you read this Bhagavad Gita, this chapter? It doesn't work. You know, there's no such thing.
My husband passed away 3 years ago, and the
Okay.
Krishna conscious people, I invited them to come and give a talk, and they prayed. They prayed, and it was very nice.
Yes.
I used to call them occasionally to the house.
Yes, nice. So in other words, Mataji, today you are chanting Hare Krishna. Your attempt of chanting Hare Krishna, also you're doing a great favor to your husband, your late husband. Even your okay, I think the following chapter we study that what happened when a person starts chanting, even in Namabas, how the thing going to affect our forefathers, and so we don't owe anyone. And whatever situation they can be, all will be eventually will be liberated.
He's a real Krishna Bhaktan.
Very good.
From small, he worships only Krishna. Even when I got married to him also, he prays separately to Krishna. Every movement he says Krishna. He gets up also Krishna. Sleeps also Krishna. He's a real. That also inspired me earlier, lah. That's why.
Yeah,
anyway, thanks a lot, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Wow. You are such a great inspiration, Mataji. Thank you so much to inspire all of us. So it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
I hope to see another 16 rounds, but I don't know at this age.
Doesn't matter. Age is only numbers because you are eternal. Only your body is old. It doesn't matter. But if Krishna just pray to Krishna, pray to Prabhupada, please give me the strength. You will be surprised. Even I'm not surprised you can do 64 rounds.
If you come to my house, you'll be surprised. At every angle, you can see Krishna.
Very good. Wonderful. So things will work. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks. Okay. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure, Mataji. Yes, Sevan, I saw you raised your hand. You want to say something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Last time I started with only one round, Prabhu. One round, then the real story, then 2 rounds. That one also I feel very tired. Now easily 16 rounds, Prabhu.
Really?
I also don't know. Easily.
Wow.
It's like 2-3 months already lah. Practicing this 16 round. Then I feel like less anxiety. Then God, Krishna is always with me whenever I face problem. He is with me lah, Prabhu. Then
Kesavan, you are breaking. Can you say it again? You are breaking. You say Krishna is with me, then? No, you broke.
Me, if we face any problem, actually we handle. Hello? We can handle like very like that. Hello.
Wonderful.
Prabhu?
Yeah, very nice. Thank you so much. You also gave a very good inspiration. You know, I saw you coming to the temple, and you're a very good servant. You know, you love to serve in the kitchen. You are overall servant. You know, you're a great servant of Krishna. And Krishna actually grant his mercy upon you.
Like the real change, Prabhu, I face.
Correct.
This is a real change that I experienced myself. Yeah.
Wonderful. Very nice. I'm so happy. Wow. Today is
all because of you. All because of your mercy, Prabhu.
All by the glories of Srila Prabhupada and my Guru Maharaj. I'm just follower. I'm just following instruction. So as a mate, I don't deserve any kind of this. I just followed instruction. That's it. Everything spoken, everything is inspired by my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. You know, after all, I didn't speak. I just read the thing along with you. That's it. I didn't do anything. All glories to them. So it shows that the entire Guru Parambara is there to guide you, Kesavan. The entire Guru Parambara is there. The entire Guru Parambara is there to, that means, in other words, Krishna have already paid attention on you. So that's when you start to get the taste. You know, when Krishna start to pay attention on you, like what Jnana Mataji was saying, you know, she has Krishna all around her. Her husband is a born devotee. And after so many years, age of 86, at the right age of 86, at last Krishna gave her the mercy. That is glorious. That is super glorious. You know. So Krishna is paying attention. So that means Krishna has put the glance on you. So like what Kesavan you're saying, you feel like so much motivated. You feel like sober. Yeah? In every step that you take, every decision you make, everything, you can feel the presence of Krishna. You feel the chanting.
True. Very smooth. Yeah, smoothly we can handle the situation.
Correct. Smoothly arranged. Yeah, exactly. So that means the effect of chanting is starting upon you, upon every one of you. You know? Wow. That gives me so much inspiration. If it's possible, I'd like to document the thing. Can you write a little thesis, or I mean, what is the word they call testimony? Okay, please write the testimony about how you're doing things. Maybe Jnana Mataji, if you're not able to type, we can ask someone else to help you, or if not, you can also send by voice message, or whichever way that you're comfortable with. You know, so because I don't know how to extract only this from the Zoom and share, because I like to share this with my spiritual master, and I want to beg him to extend his mercy upon all of us, upon all of you actually, to have the Prema Bhakti quickly. Because I want to send this kind of testimony to him, and to inform him that these devotees are so enthusiastically chanting 16 rounds, and they are doing they are start to get the taste. So this kind of important is very important, right? Jnana Mata, you want to say something? I saw you unmuted. All right. Okay. So if it's possible, please share that in our WhatsApp group so that I can just snapshot, because I cannot, like, I better snapshot with the title and everything so that it is not something that I created myself. Yes, Jnana Mataji, you want to say something?
No, I'll try to do something about this. I can write. I was a former teacher.
No, what I mean is typing. Typing on.
No, I won't type. I can write it. I can write it down.
All right. Okay, you write it down
and ask my son to type it out.
Well, that's good enough. I type it out, or you can even do cam scanner. Up there, please put it. Your name. Your name is important, and you're following the Sastra Study Marathon group.
My full name is Jnanambigai.
Jnanambigai. Okay. No, because that's why at first I was wondering, Jnanam, we have Jnanam men and Jnanam women. That's why I was wondering whether it's Prabhu. Yeah, now I understand. Okay.
Actually, the Chong, you know Chong?
Chong, yeah.
He's the one who showed this Jalan.
Oh, okay. Now you know his name is, right?
Prabhula. I don't know his.
Okay, his name is Chong Wik Fong.
He comes to the house. He brings me calendars, Krishna calendars, and books also. And I also try to distribute the Bhagavad Gita to my friends. So sometimes I give them free for the birthdays.
Nice.
That's the best present I can give to them.
Definitely. They'll remember you forever.
And also the chanting beads also.
Nice.
That's the least I can do.
Yes. And this is the best. This is not the least. This is the best. This is the best seva. That's why I come with RKC formula. Read Bhagavad Gita, distribute Bhagavad Gita, and chant 16 rounds. You will be perfect. Read and chant. You're doing a fantastic seva.
Now I'm enjoying. I enjoy doing the 16 rounds.
Wow.
I don't know how to manage. I used to think how to do 16 rounds. Is it possible or what? Actually, nothing is possible. Impossible if you try.
First,
I'm
you have to
getting
inspire.
I'm getting envious of people who are doing 2 rounds, 32 rounds, 48 rounds, and all this.
That's a very good envy. That's a very
It
good
is-
envy.
I might go for that also soon. Because at this age, I have nothing much to do. I've got a maid. I just sit in the house.
Exactly. Go on
So,
chanting. Go on chanting.
yeah, lot
Till
of
one
time.
until one level you have you just cannot drop that beats. Yeah. Suddenly say like sometimes it happens like nature's call. In the now nature's call. Nonsense.
When I don't bring the beads, I use my fingers. I've got a way of doing it on the fingers. And I get the 108.
Yes. 9, 12, right?
Yeah.
9 and 12. Yeah.
That also was taught to me by those Krishna conscious devotees those days.
Yeah.
So
But now since you got beats, just carry on with the beats.
yeah.
I hope
Sometimes
to
it's quite
which part of Johor you're
embarrassing. Sometimes I feel funny to carry the beads along as so to act as though I'm such a pious lady. So at times,
okay. No problem. You know, there's a saying when a great man do, common men follow. When they see you a great person are doing that, the common man will start to follow. Hey, what are you doing? Maybe you can meet your former student. Teacher, what are you doing? I'm chanting Hare Krishna. Really?
yeah.
Trust me, it's good. Oh, really? Okay, I follow. Who knows? Which part of Johor? Mataji, which part of Johor?
Johor Bahru, I'm near the Majiri Park.
Majili Park.
Somewhere near Taman Surya, Kubunte.
Kabunte. Oh, okay. Right.
That area.
Okay. Last
So
time I used to come to Johor every weekend last time. I had a business there. I had an office there. At this, Taman, what this, yeah, forgot.
And my husband, he had an accounting office. He's an accountant, and he had an accounting office
I
with
see.
Mr. Kumarasamy.
All right.
So now the son has taken over the office.
Okay.
So the business is still going on.
Good. Hope to see you when I come to Johor. I love to meet you, Mataji, and take
Yeah.
your
Do come
blessings.
over. Thank you very much.
All right. So it's already 11:20. Thank you so much for all the inspiring sharing. I feel so inspired. I feel so accelerated. You know, as I said again, at first when I start this program, I was thinking, am I doing the right thing or not? You know, dedicating my entire active morning hours. Then I was hesitant. Then I was telling Vivan, I was telling to do or not to do or not to do. But somehow or other done it. But now I find it's really worth it. Thank you so much for all your love, mercy, and your enthusiasm, at least to practice what we have shared. So we meet again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Till then, have a beautiful day. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha paditanam pavinibhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai, Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Harinam Cintamani ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hare Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.